Hello, welcome to this game. I have no clue what to expect from this game. I'm supposed to have played this previously. I have a single achievement that I got back in 2017, so I have no clue what it was for. Clearly there is going to be some, blood and gore in here. I sound weird because I'm sick. Um, we're just gonna go. We're gonna see what this is about. I'm very scared to even start. I have no clue how loud this is gonna be. So here we go. Ah! This is loud. Jesus. Do you remember the serial murder case that continues to happen within a certain class? What? Unfortunately, another victim has emerged. Wait. This is so loud, y'all. Sorry, future me. You're gonna have to figure this one out. That looks like it'll be a lot better. Okay. Unfortunately, another victim has emerged. The issue received even more attention, as the victim was the only son of XX Group president. Now, the third class of juniors in Cali High School is left with only one student. Oh my god. Is that me? I didn't want to hear it anymore, so I turned it off. Our classmates have been killed one by an unknown killer, and I'm the only one who is left. Of course I'm the only one who's left. I still have to go to school. I don't think you should go to school. Even if no one is left, I don't think you should go to school. My father. According to Mom, he died in an unfortunate accident. Soon after, my mom. Whatever. Let's stop thinking about it and go to school. See you later, Mom and Dad. That's so depressing. Also, non-name brand backpack. The principal thinks that I am the murderer. What? Not to mention that he thinks I killed Kai. He was my childhood friend. I would never kill him. He was my childhood friend. I would never kill him. The fact that you're repeating it is kind of suspicious, but okay. It's break time! The students in the hallway are giving me the looks. Could they be suspecting me too? Hey, isn't that the guy who killed all of his classmates? Isn't this he said the third class of juniors? With only one student left. Why is everyone suspecting I did it? Did they do this to everyone else? And he has the nerve to show up to school? Scary stuff, really. Everyone's whispering to each other while staring at me. I pretended that I didn't hear anything, but I couldn't help lowering my head. I would too. Ah. Riel? Are you okay? Yeah. Don't listen to them. They're just saying stupid stuff without knowing anything about you. At least you trust me. Of course! I know you're not that kind of person. Lena is the only one who believes me. Lena has been my friend since childhood. So far. That's sus. Don't say so far. Suddenly, a group of bullies came to me. He's the famous murderer, right? You got some nerve to show up like that, you murderer. Did your mother teach you to be like that? Don't you dare say bad things about my mother. Oh right, this bastard has no mother. Oh my god. When you look at his face, at this rate he'll kill us all, am I right? Guys, stop it. Who's this bitch? Is she one your hoes? Hey. You guys better be careful, he might stab you. What? Lena was flushed with anger as they were chuckling. Joe clenched his fist. I thought the music was just gonna go out forever and I was so scared. Suddenly, a boy who was holding a book with an annoyed face appeared before us. You guys are so noisy! You know that, can you please shut up? You have already noticed? Be quiet. What? You don't own the hallway, so shut up. You nerd. Being stupid ain't something to be proud of. Cut it out. He's Oscar, the teacher's pet. Messing with him might cause some trouble. Let's head back. Scared of Oscar, the bullies became quiet and went back to their classroom. Ah, that boy saved us. He must be a good guy. Thanks! Thanks for what? For saving us? Me save you guys? Huh? Honestly, I came out here only because the hallway was too noisy. You guys too, stop being noisy and get out of my way. Oscar walked away coldly from us. He isn't as nice as I thought. Kind of annoying, to be honest. Aha! What's wrong with him? Are you okay, Lena? I'm fine. I should go back to class. You should go back to class also. Forget about what everyone says. Chin up. Okay, Lena, have fun in class. No one has fun in class. That's fake news. Lena leaves and I am left alone in the hallway. A lot has changed in a day. Kai, who was a close friend of mine, died and people think I killed him. It's hard to even breathe when I hear what they say about me. I broke the promise that I made with Lena and left the school. But if I knew what was awaiting for me, I would not have left the school. Uh-oh. Let me save. I left the school and arrived at the temple. This is the temple that I used to come often to with my mother. I visited here often when I got sick or something bad happened to me. But it's just my first visit since my mother's passing. It feels quite awkward to come here on my own. The temple had a both heavy and bizarre atmosphere. It even feels like someone is watching. I kneeled over the cushion and closed my eyes. I wish I could prove my innocence and everything falls back into place. I feel like something's changed. I'm probably just imagining it, but the temple looks more red than before. The emptiness of the temple gave me the creeps. Guess I'll go back home. Okay. It's pouring outside. I don't like this music. Pretty sure it was sunny just then, but now it's all foggy and dark. Wait, what time is it now? It's still only 2 p.m. Although it's been a while since I started walking towards the bus station, no one's in the street. The stores are all closed too. It felt like I came to a completely different world. I decided to just wait for the bus at the stop. Ah, finally, the bus is here. The bus. But wait, I don't see the driver. No one is driving it? How could that happen? I moved backwards and quickly got off from the bus. The bus with no one inside disappeared into an empty space. I suddenly felt the cold, so I ran home through the rain. As soon as I got home, the phone rang. It almost felt like somebody knew that I just arrived. The ringtone feels ominous. This music feels ominous. Can you calm down? I feel like I'm about to be jump scared. I tried to calm down and answer the phone call. On the telephone, I could hear a robotic voice. I'm in the 5th classroom for juniors. If you don't come right now, your girlfriend Lena will taste the horror that she will never forget. Lena? What? I rushed to the school as soon as I hung off the phone. I was worried that something might happen to her. Please be safe. Is she my girlfriend? I thought we were just like childhood friends. Or is that not an important detail and they're just mocking me? I assume he's tired. I don't think he's laughing. I don't know who it is, but Lena is in danger. I want to find out just who is threatening me. First of all, I need to go to the classroom to save her. Oh! Well, this is awkward. Ah, where am I? My homeroom teacher is standing in front of his desk, and Trey, the class president, is standing next to him. The seats are filled with class students. Students seemed to be worried and started whispering to each other. The teacher slammed the desk twice with the attendance book. Our classroom? I'm the class president. Even Kay. They were obviously all dead, but how? Or Key? They were obviously all dead, but how? Okay, guys, calm down. If you all follow my instruction, everyone will be safe. Yeah, guys, let's all settle down and listen to what he has to say. Now, a Medusa is roaming around the school. I don't know where it came from. Anyways, when you encounter her, you should run away and don't you dare fight against it. If you make eye contact with it, your heart rate will rise drastically. Eventually, it will explode. Jesus Christ. If something happens, come to me at once. I'll be in the office. If something happens to me, the class rep will be your leader. The HR teacher was getting out of the classroom and stopped. Oh, right. Remember that you cannot get out of the school. I'll go down to the office to find a way to resolve this problem. Why can't we get out of this? I guess it's to keep the Medusa in. But also that doesn't... That's weird. Okay. The teacher took the attendance book and left the classroom. Trey opened his mouth and everyone looked at him. United we stand, divided we fall. We all know what it means. We have to stick together to get out of here. This place is dangerous, so let's try and find a safe place. Follow me. Trey left the classroom after he finished speaking, and the rest of the class followed him. Well, why didn't I follow him? He seemed like he knew what he was doing. What? Medusa? What the hell are they talking about? And how is everyone all alive? This must be all a dream. I closed my eyes and tried to wake up. I realized none of this was a dream. This is not the time for this. Lena. I have to find Lena. Lena! I walked in rashly shouting Lena's name, but the classroom was empty. Nobody's here. Wait, this is Lena's hairpin. It looks like a crab with a claw. I'm about to say a crab grabby hand. Lena's hairpin. I went to Lena's seat in a heartbeat. Music book. Oh. My first choice. I feel like I should chase Trey, even if I am very late. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I feel like Trey knows what to do. I'll find Trey. Lena is important for me, but I have to stick together with the guys. It would be much safer that way. But the hallway is empty. Where did everyone go? I can't see anyone here. Should I go back to the other side? I tried to go back to the other side, but suddenly somebody pushed me back to the music room. Who? Oscar was the one who pushed my back. Why would he do such a thing? Oscar's face was covered with sweat. What the hell are you doing? You're the one who carelessly opened the door. There was a Medusa outside. A Medusa? Yeah, the Medusa is wandering around to eat everyone. Are you saying there's a Medusa? Riel, I don't think Riel's paying attention. Your surrounding will turn red when the Medusa's around. You're lucky that you're still alive. But our friends are still out there. Lena might be there too. Oscar quickly stopped me from getting out. I tried to shake him off, but it didn't work. Now you're acting suicidal. I don't want to die with you, so calm down. But... Told you. The victims. 11th grade, 3rd class Rayon? Rayon? Husen? Ano? Yono? Those are the guys from our class. You should really thank me that you're still alive. This is not the time for that. What the hell was I supposed to say? That I feel sad for those guys? Get your shit together, man. I don't know how all of this happened, but we can't do anything about people who are already dead. What matters is that we get out of here safely. Mourning for them won't do anything. Anyway, your girlfriend seems to be alive, so relax. Girlfriend? The blue-haired girl who helps you in the hallway? Isn't she your girlfriend? Not yet. Oh my god. Well, yeah, whatever. Oh, it's silent outside now. Shall we head out? I guess that explains my question. I came back to our class, but nobody was there. Flowers were placed on some of the dead. Are those the people that died? This wasn't here before. Looking closer, I found that blood was spattered on the flowers. Is this the doing of the Medusa? They're probably dead. Where are you going now? To look for some clues that might get us out of here. I'll go to the broadcasting room first. That's where the broadcast came from, so something must be there. Ah. You? I have to find Lena. You know where she is? I don't know. If you're thinking about finding her without any information, you should just give up. Why don't you follow me? Maybe we'll find Lena while we are looking for the clues. You were right, but, well, it's your funeral. Fine. But help me find Lena. Oh. Hi. Someone opened the door of the classroom roughly. Trey. I assume Trey is also tired in this reading. It's Trey. He is alive. Trey? Riel! You're alive. What about the other guys? Others were copy of the Medusa. I really made out alive. I should have looked after them. Trey couldn't finish his sentence and started crying. I patted him on the shoulder to comfort him, losing his friends right before his eyes. It must have hurt him so much. I only took a glimpse of the Medusa's head, and it was horrifying, surrounded by red aura, bloody skirt, creepy hair. Just the hindsight of what he saw was enough to make him shudder. Are you okay? We have to get the hell out of here. Riel, where were you heading? The broadcasting room at the 3rd floor. We thought something might be there. The broadcasting room? I already went there just now. The door was locked. Hang on, you went to the 3rd floor while being chased by that freak? Oscar stared at Trey with his eyes slightly open. Trey glanced at Oscar a bit and continued speaking. I realized I was already on the 3rd floor when I got there. Anyways, it would be no use when you go to the 3rd floor. Come with me to the ground floor. I gotta go to the office. Oscar, what do you think? I'm not going to the office. Riel, if you want to go, you can go alone. Besides, I think I heard screams from downstairs. I'll follow the class rep. Let's go to the office to meet the teacher. Oh dear. We're gonna die. The hallway of the 1st floor seems slightly blue. Let me save. I only made one choice so far, so that's interesting. The hallway of the 1st floor seems slightly blue. It's also totally silent and empty. I wouldn't be surprised if something pops out at the end of the corridor. Well, now I'm scared that something's gonna pop out at the end of the corridor. Oh, well, leaving Oscar alone bugs me a little, but there's no other way. We entered the office with Trey. We? I entered? I assume it's only 2 people. Riel, Trey! Teacher! I felt relaxed when I saw the teacher's face. I see him every day, but given the occasion, I felt particularly relaxed. Glad to see that you're alive. What happened to the other kids? The other kids were... Of course, the broadcast was right. It relieves me that you guys are safe at least. I was waiting here in case other students needed me. Is there anything we can do to help? There must be a way to get out of here. Well, can you go find some clues that will help us escape? I do want to find Oscar, but if he's dead, then I don't want to chase after him and also end up dead. This will help the greater good. This will help Oscar. So I feel like I'm going to go to the library to find some clues. There's no one in the library. That's a good sign, actually. We don't want someone to be in the library. Why don't we investigate the books? There are way too many books. How are we supposed to find anything from here? Let's look at the school description page. Dot. Dot. Huh, nothing. Yeah, nothing. Weird that there's nothing at all. Don't description pages have information about the history of the school or the faculty usually? I doubt we can get any information from here. Let's move on and go to the next classroom. Wow, we're moving a lot. No one here either. No Oscar. Because Oscar went to the broadcast room. Why would he be here? Sure is scary to come to the science lab when it's so dark. I hate the music right now. The science room with the smell of chemical products is so ominous. The human body model of the science room looks like it's staring at us. The irregularly placed experimental tools are also unsettling. The irregularly placed experimental tools are also unsettling. There we go. Wait, was there something like this in the science room? I've never seen this before. A syringe in a strange shape. We never used such a thing in the science lab. Suddenly, I heard a voice from behind. Oscar? Weird, isn't it? Oscar, where the hell have you been? This place wasn't a school originally. What are you talking about? We were in the computer room. You better not walk around so loudly like that or Medusa will find us. I was so preoccupied with finding a clue that I couldn't think about the noise. Follow me to the computer room. I have something to show you. Why are we walking around so freely? Like, isn't there a Medusa? When we entered the computer room, we saw a girl sitting in front of the computer. Hi. It's Jane. I met her on the 3rd floor. Hi. Hi. Have you been alone the whole time? I was in the cafeteria with everyone, but the bullies took all foods and caused a scene. Everyone's probably still in the cafeteria. Anyways, what's this? Trey points to the computer screen. The screen is blue. Good observation. I was curious about it too, so I looked at Oscar. We were looking for ways to end this whole thing just like you guys. This is what I found here. It's documented 20 years ago. 20 years ago? It looks like a map. Yep, it's a map. A map of this building. But it looks a little different. Oh, they have the... Is that Line? I remember when Line was, like, still, like, big in America, and they had, like, all those Line games. My favorite, I loved the, what was it? The Fairy Tale Patisserie? I don't even know how to pronounce it still. But, like, that was my favorite. Anyway. But it looks a little different. That's the important part. Instead of the classrooms, they're laboratories. So Oscar and I were speculating that the school was a research facility before. You can even see journals left by the researchers. Oh, a journal? 19, XX. XX experiment number 137 was very successful. At this rate, we might be able to bring it to life soon, as the boss said. We can do it. Our school is a research facility? I never knew. It's news for us. Thanks for letting us know. Riel, let's tell this to our teacher. Um... Okay, but we should get more hints. This isn't a lot of hints. So let's go somewhere else. Let's look a little further and then go to our teacher. Yeah, because we don't have a lot yet. That's one piece of info. If that's the case, I will go tell our teacher on my own. No, you idiot. No, you're not. No. Harry went down the stairs alone. He's dead. Now he's dead. Should we go to the broadcasting room? The last time I checked, the door was open. We might be able to find something out there. As Oscar said, we came into the broadcast station. As soon as I entered the broadcasting room, I could hear a faint sound repeating from the broadcasting machine. What is the sound? Make it louder. Jane raised the sound. It was easier to hear. This is the 11th grade 5th class. If you don't come right now, your girlfriend Lena will. This sound is... It's the phone call that I received before I came to school. Everything started from this phone call. Lena, I'm sorry I could not find you right away. Wait, I think there's more at the end. Oscar's right. Can we make it more clear? Me! I was a part of broadcasting team. Wait a minute. Jane touched the machine a couple of times and Lena's voice could be heard clearly from the machine. Basement, I'm in the basement. Basement? We gotta go right now. But our school does not have a basement. Maybe there is. We should see if there's a basement. There are so many things hidden in our school. First we have to find Lena. Let's find the entrance to the basement from the first floor. Okay, this seems very rash. Where should we go? I don't think the basement's gonna be in the cafeteria. I feel like that's a very obvious place for a basement. Let's go to the office. Ugh, it stinks. Is this where the teacher was? Jane said the office was filled with a terrible smell. Or did they just reuse the picture? What the? Oh my god! It was Trey! And our HR teacher reached my toe. Please don't touch my toe. Trey, why is he... Riel behind? I tried to look back after Oscar's words, but I was hit in the back of the head by something. By what? There were 2 people near me. Okay, I got the mysterious death. I guess I just MF died by something. Lord knows what it was. I'm gonna continue on this, and we'll go to the cafeteria. Let's start what I can do. Let's start what I can. The passage to the basement will be on the first floor. As soon as I opened the door, the loud room suddenly became quiet. What's going on here? Hi. What do you want? I thought it would be helpful to share some information. So? Why don't we find a way out together? If we all unite, we'll be able to escape. How? At this moment, we don't know, but we will be able to figure it out soon. Also, we had to run away from the Medusa without eating anything. Could you share some food for us? Oh, you didn't figure out a way to escape, but you're trying to grab our food? It'd be suicidal to walk around so carelessly. We'll wait here for the rescue. There's no food for you. Now get lost. Unlike what we expected, we were faced with a... What do you mean, unlike what we expected? That's exactly how I expected that to go. But... enough. Nothing's gonna change their selfish minds. It's not even worth it. Let's go. Oscar left the cafeteria because he was upset and angry. Right, Riel, let's go. He said get lost. Ouch! Jane was knocked down by the push. Are you okay, you bastards? I'm fine, let's go. I'm scared. He's scared. Jane's leg is bleeding. I helped Jane get out of the cab. By being pushed onto the floor? She has thin skin. She might have a health issue. To heal Jane's wound, we went into the infirmary, which was right next to the cafeteria, conveniently. The pure white color of the infirmary contrasts with the outside. Coming to a bright spot so suddenly made my eyes hurt. Sit here. I can do this alone. Stay still, I'll do it for you. Judging by the smell, it seems like somebody was here just before. The bed covered by the infirmary curtain seems suspicious. Oh no. Well, it is my business. I'm opening the curtain. Something is strange. Should I open it? Oh my god. Well, that kind of was my business. On the bed, there was a body of the school nurse lying down with blood all around. I don't know if I should examine closer. She might grab me if she's not fully dead. But based on the last death, I'm okay with dying if they're all very much just like, you black out and then you're back to the Medusa screen. Put my hand on the nurse's neck, but I couldn't feel anything. It seems that the nurse was not attacked by the Medusa. Oh, yeah, there's like a handprint. It seems to me that somebody killed her by strangling her neck. Who the hell would do this? Oh, what is this? The nurse was holding a yellow sticky memo paper. I took the sticky memo from her hand and read it. I think we should go back to the cafeteria. The cafeteria was crowded, so it would be pretty safe there. Also, if this turns out to be a clue for us to escape from here, we may be able to get some help from the bullies. Unlike before, the cafeteria was... You just said it was crowded. I'm confused. What the hell is this smell? As soon as the door was opened, I could smell a foul stench. Smell? It felt like the smell was a warning to tell us not to go any further, but... The sticky memo, it said meat for feeding 237. I guess these numbers are for organizing the meat? The cafeteria, once filled with students, was now empty. Did everybody go to another place? We went into the cafeteria. Hiya! Jane's scream made us stop. Oh my god. I looked at where Jane's eyes were, and what I saw almost made me throw up. Yuck. There were corpses. They were torn apart to the point it was difficult to even identify them. They probably were the kids from the cafeteria earlier. For God's sake. It's terrible. They didn't deserve this. But we could not hear anything when we were in the infirmary. It happened so suddenly. It killed everyone in such a short time. It sent shivers down my spine. I thought it would be possible to avoid the Medusa by being wary of its moving sound. Besides, if I had not been kicked out of the cafeteria, I would be... I'll go to the storage. We'll salvage some food. I tried to calm my trembling hands and went to the storage. It was a total mess. Maybe the guys that were in the cafeteria messed it up. I followed the label to move along. 138, huh? Why don't I see 237 here? No matter how hard I look, 23 hashtag 7, 23 number 7, 23 whatever that's called 7 was not there. The first number always ended in 1. None went beyond 2. Oh, what the hell. That will be needed. Let's go if you're done checking 2. Sure. Oscar came back to the storage and talked to me. It was then when I heard a rustling sound behind me. Don't tell me it is a survivor. Oh my god. We looked back to check the source of the rustling sound and found a student in a horrible state. Wait. Is her? Their face was hard to identify as it was covered with blood. Furthermore, the wounds did not appear to be caused by the Medusa. He had his eyes torn out, which seemed to be a self-inflicted injury. Who's there? I can hear a voice. Come here. I will save you from all this. Medusa, she can't do anything if you don't make eye contact. If you have no eyes, you can survive this. The eyeless student was holding a knife. The child crawled towards us. I'll take Jane with you. Let's get out of here. Without gaining any information, we ran away from the cafeteria. Well, that was freaky. To report to my teacher what happened so far, I went back to the school office. However, he wasn't there. Teacher? I guess he's not here. Wait, isn't that Trey over there? Oh, it's you guys. The teacher went somewhere. What's going on? In an alternate universe, he would have been on the floor reaching my toe. I have something to say to him. Were you here the whole time? Yes, I was helping him. I am the class rep after all. Are you okay? Anyone could tell that Jean was in a bad state. Yes, but I'm so scared. Medusa's scary too, but I'm more scared about the students. Jane begins to cry. Don't cry. Hey, you don't need to cry about it. Yeah, that's so helpful. She's clearly not crying anymore, based on this input. Ray and Oscar tried to comfort Jane horribly. I thought it wouldn't be necessary for me to engage. But they don't know what they're doing. Huh? The drawer was open. Every drawer in the school office was supposed to be locked. Let's check. Sir. Notes? What does it say? It looks rather strange. Perhaps it's a message from the principal. The feed is prepared. Status check 12, 1014. Forbid access to the basement. October 14th. That's yesterday? What kind of order is it? There are other files underneath the note. It looks like a file that conveys the identities of researchers. The nurse? These are all our school's faculties. Teachers were involved in the research institute too. I couldn't understand a thing. Feels as if someone's disturbing my thought process. What is it? Oh. Teacher! You guys are all here. What happened to you guys? Oscar begins to talk about what has happened so far. The teacher's face turns serious as he listens to the story. When Oscar finished the story, the atmosphere of the school office turned heavy. The teacher roughly swept down his face and began to talk. At this point, I'll have to tell you everything. The fact is, our school was a research institute. Hey, Mr. Kim, this is how you handle things at work? Somebody reported that they heard a pounding noise from the first floor. What's going on? You still couldn't have it under control? I can't control the Medusa. That's why I locked it in the basement. Well, the least you could do is not make it so obvious. You're right. I have nothing to say. Are you even feeding it properly? Right now all we give is pork, but that won't be enough. Mr. Kim, haven't I told you to change its food? But boss, principal, that's... Don't talk back and do as I say. Say, why don't you start with students from your class? But sir, I can't do that. Now you're washing hands off? I admit, our experience wasn't ethical, but it brought us where we are today. To cover it up, we XX group built a school here. It's too late to just step out of this. If you tried to run away, we would have killed you and your family. I hope you understand what I said. Go ahead and do what I asked. Yes, sir. It was the teacher? We were the researchers at the XX Research Institute, and the principal was our boss. After the school was built, he tried to shut us up and hired us as teachers to take care of the Medusa. We were forced to do it. Anyways, so basically, we were threatened by the principal and followed his order. Oh my god. So, the nurse too? Right, she was a researcher too. Can't believe something like that was happening in our school. Yet the principal accused me of murder? I feel so guilty that I can't do anything about this. Should have stopped the principal at all costs. So sorry for the dead students. Teacher, you were also forced. The principal is to blame. If only I knew how terrible he was. I mean, I would say so, but also... That's a tough one. I don't know. I don't think he is permissible at this point. Thank you for telling me that, but I bear the responsibility also. Let me tell you how to get to the basement. The entrance to the basement is behind the bookshelf in the principal's office. Let's go there. We headed to the principal's office with the homeroom teacher. I feel like this is a bad idea. Here, behind the bookshelf. I guess I have to get my girlfriend or whatever. As the homeroom teacher pulls out the bookshelf, a small door appears. This is the door that leads to the basement. But Lena's also there. Let's go. Wait a second. Look outside. What's going on outside? Oh! Is that the Medusa? Red shadow emerges on the other side of the window. Medusa's already... We have to hurry. No, if we go down there, we'll get caught right away. Maybe it's better to escape the principal's room. Lena's there alone. We have to go there. Oscar intervened to stop our argument. Quiet, everyone. Just get in here for crying out loud. I will stop that monster. Go ahead and find a way to save Lena and all of us. But I have to pay for what I did. Teacher, We haven't got the time for this, hurry up. Oh my god, Oscar's ruthless. Teacher, we will be back soon, please stay safe. You guys too. We opened the door and began to enter one by one. Trey, aren't you coming in? I'll stay here and help our teacher. I'm the class rep after all. Trey, now you're gonna be dead. But I don't know if this is a cultural thing, but when you're the class rep, you don't suddenly, like, take on a Medusa and, like, sign up to literally get murdered by the Medusa for your classmates. That's not a thing that happens. Alright, please be careful. Leaving Trey and the homeroom teacher behind, we headed to the basement. I hope everyone is safe. Nope, they're not gonna be. It's time to save Lena. That door led us to the basement. I relied on the small light to come down the ladder. It's dark and stinks. Jane grabbed her nose. The foul stench hit us. It is the stench of corpses rotting. Look. The basement is dark and wet. We couldn't do anything but wait until we got used to the darkness and figured out where the smell came from. Kia! Again? Oh. Okay, I would kia at that too. After being accustomed to the darkness, we saw mutilated body parts. Jane screamed and collapsed. That's gross. That's gross. Don't look at it maybe, but that's gross. They're our classmates. The bodies of the missing students were all here. But where's Kay? Key? However, the last victim... I thought it was Kai. Is it Key? The last victim, Key, is missing. Jane, while shivering in fear, led the way. Let's go inside. I do not want to be here any longer. We found a door deep inside the basement. Why is there a room in the basement? Let's go inside. Ugh! What is this place? I took the lead and opened the door. However... Huh? The moment I came in, the door closed. Inevitably, Jane and Oscar had to wait outside. Why? Can't they just open the door? Is it a laboratory? It's a bit weird. It is a room The room seemed like a laboratory? Guessing on some of these. One weird thing was that everything here was covered in red. It seems to be blood. Moreover, the room is filled with jars that contain organs. Ew. Real frowned upon the disturbing view. What was that? I hear a sound somewhere. Following the sound, I went deeper in the room. Is it a prison? Why is there a prison? Lena! Lena was locked in the jail, with an iPad and a gag. I have to free her, but the door is locked. It seems like you have to unlock a lock device to open it. Let's find a key in the room. Let's not... Open the drawer. There's a drawer that looks very old. It's dusty. Dust flew everywhere as I opened the drawer. That might kill me. Cough. What's all this? Why is there a paper? XS Institute Representative Gil Mann. Isn't that the principal's name? Inside it, there are records of the principal's wrongdoings, embezzlement from Y group, physical abuse of faculty, and even murder. Somebody screamed outside. Uh-oh. It's Jane's scream. I left the room hastily. Luckily, the door opens from inside. Trey, what are you doing there? Trey grabbed Jane's neck and threatens her with a knife. Oscar, what's Trey doing? Jane is in danger, crazy bastard. No wonder. Look at her. Of course she's in danger. Yeah, I might be crazy, but who wouldn't turn crazy in the situation that I'm in? What? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. You're in a bad situation, so you decide to murder this random girl? What? Literally. You guys are selfish? What? There he goes again. What the hell are you talking about? You can live on after the night ends, but I will banish. I won't. Oh. Is it? He's already dead, isn't he? So that's why he doesn't want the night to end, because then he's gonna die again? But how does he know he's dead? That's interesting. Stop ruining. You can live on after the night ends, but I will banish. I won't let this night end, and I will reign here forever. Stop ruining my plan. Then you knew everything. Yeah, the principal principal is behind all of this. You all know that the principal was the president of XX group. I don't want to die. I will live here forever. The HR teacher. Could he be? By now he's probably being eaten mercilessly. You bastard. This is not good for everyone. This is not good for anyone. Please stop. It's a shame you ended up this way. If you really feel sorry for me, get out of that room at once. This is an order, not a request. If you give up about ending this night, I'll let this girl go. Trey seems like he's really going to stab Jane. What should I do? I mean, I'm sorry, Jane, but also, I guess, like, you're sacrificing this girl for the other girl, so why is Lena more important than Jane? So I guess you don't have to do this. You better make a quick decision. Tried to change Trey's mind, but it did not seem to work. The red shadow started to come from behind. It's the Medusa. This is the first time it felt food. Huh? This is the first time it felt that the Medusa was coming. Oscar and I looked into each other's eyes. We had a bromance moment. We nodded, as if we agreed on something. Hey Trey, isn't that our teacher behind you? The awkward voice of Oscar made me cringe. What kind of idiot will fall for that, huh? What? But how? He should be dead. Trey looked back after hearing what Oscar said. Jane, Oscar, get in here quickly. Oh my god. I successfully entered the room with Jane and Oscar. I hurried and closed the door. Trey seems to be screaming outside. Before Medusa gets here, we have to end everything and save Lena. Look at the bed! This is not the room I was in 10 seconds ago? What is happening? There is a bed in the center of the room. On the bed there was a body of a woman. She must have been one of the victims of the Medusa experiment. How do you know that? What a tragedy. The face of the woman was demolished to the point it was impossible to identify. Yeah, I can see that, but thank you. Let's cover her face. Yeah, thank you. Oscar took Jane's suggestion and covered the woman's face with a white cloth. Rest in peace. Hope you're in a better place. This is very awkward. Suddenly the ground started to shake. I could not stand on my own. I grabbed the doorknob. The shaking started to cease. Lena! The shaking stopped completely, and the locked door opens. I helped Lena move carefully and opened the door with other students. What? The light is coming in. The night is over. The morning is coming. Everything is over. Did we win? I'm so confused. Come on, Riel. We'll be late at this rate. So confused. Riel, how are you? You guys are always together. Are you really dating now? Don't say that. Lena, let's get to class. Don't make noise in the hallway and go into the classroom straight away. After the night ended, everything went back into place. The principal is being investigated by the police with the evidence that I found in the basement. Our HR teacher, he passed away that day, and everyone in the school commemorated him with respect. Everything's revealed and resolved. Now I must go back to my life too. I wonder though, did the principal go so far as to kill his own son? What? Oh yeah, I guess Key was the principal's son. Okay, so that was very okay. I'm gonna load this and I'm going to murder Jane on purpose. If we do as Trey says, who will save Lena? We're all going to die. I'm sorry for the other kids, but Lena's a lot more important to me. This night must be ended. Riel! You bastard! Ran into the room and closed the door. I heard her scream outside. The scream started to cease and it's awfully quiet. As I close the door, I see a red button beside it. Oh, must have missed it before. Okay. Suddenly the ground's shaking. I couldn't stand on my own, so I held the doorknob. Gradually the shaking started to stop. Lena! When the shaking stopped completely, the locked iron bars opened. I carefully helped Lena to move and open the door. When I opened the door, all I could see was Jane and Oscar, who were lying down covered in blood. Well, shit. Seems that the sun is rising outside. Everything is over. After everything ended, life at the school came back to normal, except for Oscar and Jane. The principal is being investigated by the police with the data I found in the basement. None of that is my business anymore. Unfortunately, Lena, who witnessed everything, is hospitalized due to shock and stress. My friends are all dead, but I survived. I did what I could do and I don't feel guilty about it. People thought I was a serial killer. Perhaps they weren't wrong after all. Jesus, that got me the Summer Nightmare achievement, which is interesting. I only have one thing left, and it's about Kai. I don't know. Okay, so I did that. Open the big pot. Why is there a pot here? Pot kind of seemed out of place. Let's see. Should I open it? What the I just got the K achievement. Is that K? Is that Key? Is that Kai? Why is Kai's body here? Every part of his body except the face was mangled horribly. Was Kai another victim of the principal's plan? Kai is the son of the principal. Why would he kill his son? Why would he do such a horrible thing to his son? Somebody screamed outside. Jane screamed. Trey, what are you doing here? Okay, and this is all the same Trey monologue. Oh, that hurt my eyeballs. That was so fast. Wow, okay. I got all 5 achievements. Jeez. I didn't even see the Medusa once. Okay, well, since we got all the achievements, I'll just end it here. And if y'all want to go achievement hunting or anything, I will put the, not achievement hunting, like ending hunting, I will put this game in the description. I think it's a free-to-play game, I believe. This game wasn't bad. It was the translation was kind of rough, but I'm not going to fault them for that because even like translating things that are supposed to be good are not good, and English is a hard language to translate into. So I'm not gonna fault them for that. The story was a bit confusing. It felt like it assumed that I knew who everyone was, and that it assumed that I would care about them, and that I knew what was going on. When we came into the room with all the people initially, after like randomly spawning there, after I think we got knocked out or went home or something, or we got that phone call, it was talking about everyone like I knew who they were, which like is a kind of weird. It can be like the story issues can't be overlooked, but they were kind of rough around the edges. Not bad in terms of graphics. I really did like the art of the game. Whoever the heck Jane was, she was good. I don't know where Jane came from really. I didn't see the Medusa once. The Medusa seems to be a student of the school, which is interesting, and I feel like that should be something that's explored a bit more because she has the same school uniform. So that's really interesting. So I feel like that could be explored upon even in the good ending path. Maybe there's a different path that shows that. I'm gonna leave that here. Again, not a bad game. Thank you for dealing with me sounding weird as I am sick. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next game.